Hello, my name is Mariette Do-Nguyen. I am a gifted author of a series of books entitled Mystery of God Revealed to Man. I am leading a mission combat government officer abuse of power and to end banker scam operations. The Almighty Creator supernatural power had forced me or built to my soul a mission that I was and I still undercover in three main countries and other countries as well. The three main countries is United States of America, country of Benin, and country of Ghana. So for the last 14 years, I found and received a lot of government leader abuse of power. And the government officer either lack of qualifications or the government operation system malfunction. I found a lot of time the law that passed by legislative branch and the constitutions of those countries and the United Nations rule and regulation to its member throw in the trust. The government leader, banker, don't even apply it. They put themselves, their power of use their position and rule everything. Did you see what I'm saying here? So let me go back a little bit before I recap the country of Benin government and Central Bank of Benin family crime that I was and still crime victim for the last 14 years. And also go into further detail about the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Finance and all the agency in country of Ghana. If you don't know, these two countries are in West Africa. So allow me here to explain to you who actually has the top power, the top authority. It is the Almighty, eternal, supernatural power. The one did not have a beginning and will never have the end. He or the supernatural power always exists throughout the universe. And this Almighty supernatural power degrees its force into many, many levels. The next to Almighty supernatural power be the supernatural power. And then to natural power, which you can see natural power manifesting tornado, hurricane, those kind of natural disaster. That's what I'm talking about, natural power. And when come to the creation of human soul and human physical body, it's a lot lower force because you cannot take it. That's all I can tell you. The point here is this. There's all the source of power, man-made power. The man-made power such as generator, electric, computer, all those you make by human. But you need to understand that human operating by natural power, It's called human spirit that generate by each and everyone's soul. Now, the man-made power still have to base on or depend on the natural power in this human head, human brain, to create the man-made power. So now you got what I'm saying there. Therefore, this almighty, eternal, supernatural power exists throughout the universe. This power, I name it as a master of the universe. Create all sorts of things in the universe, all the planets, the earth, everything above, below, on earth, all living creature, including human race. Now, he is the master. He has the power over all of us. The government in the country, I'm talking about even the president of Russia, the president of the United States, the president or prime minister of UK or China, you all has a very small percent of authority. And the authority you have is to serve people, not to abuse your position power. Remember that. Congress, both the House and Senator, judges and justices, you're there to serve people. The taxpayer pay you to serve them. The voter are the same taxpayer are paying for you to do your job. So you have to do your job correctly to serve your boss. The taxpayers are your boss. You are not the boss of the taxpayer. So that is the one that I'm speaking here. When you do things, not what the taxpayer, the voter, elect to you in the office, pay your salary, that's become abuse power. For example, you just sit there and you try to hate against your college or your revival, different party or different office. That is abuse power. You did not do your job when the victim or when the taxpayer pay you, come to you for assistance to serve them. You did not do it. That is abuse of power. Now, I have sent tons of letters to U.S. Congress, U.S. Senator, Department of State, FBI, police, sending a police, and other state too. None of them done anything for me. Yes, they did one. They did only send a cop to my house, but it's called by the 52nd U.S. Congress District. They have a good intention. Call the cop, come over to check on me. But it turned out what they did harmed me, caused me a lot of problem. And they keep sending people that not qualified. They like, their brand like the kid to me because I'm gifted. So I know a lot than a lot of people in here. So that is become religion. Did you see the difference? Like religion, abuse power, cause damage to other, or even you ignore the people that pay you, or the people even don't pay you, but they come to you for help. You ignore them and cause the damage to them from your either ignore them or take wrong action. you liable for the damage, and your soul have to pay. If you don't pay enough while you're on this earth, your loved one, your descendant, too many generations to come, have to pay that. Otherwise, you know where your soul gonna be? It's dependent. A lot of you gonna be at the bottom of the hell. You will never get to heaven. Don't think you get to heaven. No, you're not. You cause too much damage to the people. And for the people that cause less damage and they didn't pay the full before the soul leaves their body, they are kind of floating a layer level at the top, waiting for loved one to do good deed. Pay for them. Pay the damage for them. So they can get released to go to heaven. You have to have the physical body so you can earn good deed. There's no way you can earn good deed without physical body. The power there, but the power have to use visible things. For example, you see wind. The wind, you cannot see wind. You only can feel it. Yes, you can see wind through, you see the tree leaf kind of moving. When the natural disaster struck the house or lift the entire trailer or car from one spot to and throw away to another section. That's when you see the power. Besides that, you cannot see the power. In another word, that power alone does not do things. The power always have to use visible object or living creature to manufacture or do things. Okay, so I need you to understand that. In another word, Congress, you have to pass law under the master of the universe law. There is a law. You don't know because you ignored it, because you want to be yourself, make law for the people. But there is a law that you have to obey. Okay? Doesn't matter you are senator of which country or the congressman or the president, commander-in-chief, you are under the master of universal power, right? He created this world. He created this earth. He creates the human race. He owned them. He owned all of us. Me too. He owned me too. He owned everything. The government officer, you don't own it. But you need to remember that when the Almighty Master demands you to return certain thing at certain point to him, you have to do it. You don't have a choice. For example, the time of your death, it's the time that he demand or he ordered that individual soul to get out of your body. Individual have to go. You don't have a choice. Doctor can do nothing. What happened if he uses someone and he give a very strong power, or the power that have the same force as him to tell you to do something? I'm telling you, listen to this very carefully. Then you have to do it. If you don't do it, you go against that individual. Back then, they go against Jesus as a phony man. Well, Jesus had to die because for the female soul to come. Now, Jesus never married. He had no descendant. He came at the poor, and he left this world with nothing on him. He didn't even have a shirt. On a piece of fabric wrapped around his waist. Because this another person, it said the second advocate, the female soul, that's That's why on the Genesis, God used we, us, our. There's only one almighty supernatural power. But there is a two first generation human race, one male and one female. So now you know Jesus already. You're going to continue to guess. Who's the female here? Okay. The female name position Jesus as the Messiah. The female is a messenger of covenant. This woman have a capacity to give birth to children. Jesus the male, he doesn't give birth to the children. You see that? Okay? So when this woman left this world, her descendant continue. So this woman and her children have authority over all government in this world. Because this woman and her descendant require to obey all the law that the Almighty Master give it to them. And this law also applies to all human race and all living creature. There's no exception. Okay. Theologian, they study theology, but I am not sure how they understood. But I come from there. My soul comes from there. That's how I know all of this. That's why I say I'm gifted. I'm gifted. But the gift is not for me. I'm gifted for the people benefit, for the human race to benefit. What God put on my head here, my soul in my head here, I use it for my service to benefit other people. Remember to do this always. Do to order of what you want order done unto you. That's how I live my life. I don't argue. Anyone want to argue, I just walk away. Because when you argue with someone, you give the destructive devil power a bullet to shoot you. So keep an eye on that. Now I will continue on to recap the country of Benin. And I say, let me move a little bit for recap of the really felony crime. The consular officer, American, helped me go to the presidency of Benin with a young man named Andrew Zamani to get the executive order for release of my fund and transfer it to me. He say, and also release $70,000 the Benin police stolen from me. It's the physical money while it in the custody of the Western Union. Let me tell you that. This thing, before I continue on this, I never see this before. This country of Benin is very weird. There is two individuals at the same exactly name, same exactly title at BCEAO Benin National Director. Two individuals. Lead two teams. Two teams. They both handle my account. I have one account, but there's a two team. Okay. And now here, you have two chief justices. I don't know how this happened. Claimed by two teams. Exactly. Now come to clearing document to, I have to clear the anti-terrorists and drug and money laundering. In that agency is called ADELA. They have two individuals, exactly the same name. They say one is the director, and another one say that she's just the staff of the agency, and the director is the different name, something Francis, which is that name I already saw on the letter the American consular officer fully sent to me. They use two different email addresses. They're fighting to get money from me. Wow. How do you decide this? This one say the other one fraud. Other one say that one fraud. Great. Huh. And now there was two American consular officer, Timothy J. Foley. This part I don't know, but I know the one that work on my case communicate with me are real. The real consular officer, the real. He got scammed by government of Benin too. Guys, you gotta help me. I don't believe they're true individual. It's pretty well be someone else claim different name and just claim the Timothy J. Foley. CIA do a lot of evil thing. Because I ran into CIA back in Vietnam. Oh God, they pay money to people to get information. And the people in Vietnam, they give them fake information to collect money from them. That's how CIA engage in. Oh, it pretty much be one person there's a politic. One didn't want to help me, let her die, let her lose all her money and die. And because of politics, but another side of him is, I want to help her. So he acting at two different faces, but you know what? I record the voice of the one that don't want to help me. That's just that's just evidence. So we can say sooner or later it will come out. Actually I posted online on YouTube. You can dig for my name so you can hear that. I very transparency because that's my job. My life is open book for everybody to read. Who don't want to read, just walk away. My children don't like that. You say, Mom, it's a lie. It's a very danger for you to share on internet. There's a lot of bad people out there. My children love me, and they're very, very, very careful with that. I have two IT in the house. They both say, Mom, please don't. So if I post anything on Facebook, if they see it, they're going to say, Mom, please don't. And I say, okay, now I just post my picture. God protect me, so no one can hurt me. If anyone want to hurt me, they got hurt first, because it's already said. On Book of Revelation, chapter 11, I'm one of the two witnesses. So now you know. The president of Benin, Patrice Talon, he guaranteed to issue executive order for release my money, which I already said. He collects $750 from me, which is, I refuse to send the whole thing. So consular officer fully put in some for me. I love this guy. I wish someday I will get to see him. And his family too. I will give him $1. And my $1 can live many, many years to come. Because this dollar, I'm going to give it to him. It's come from the Almighty Master. And then the day that he came in, paid $750 to the Benin presidency, they said, oh no, there's a $400 penalty. What the heck? You just pay there, and then now you have to pay penalty. And then end up with we have to pay $1,100. After we pay $1,100, he didn't issue the presidential executive order. He told Councillor Foley and Andrew Jamani, the United States of America reached to his presidency. They sent CIA to the presidency. It is a top secret. It is a top secret. The government of the United States say that Mariette stole this over $500 million from the government. So the CIA asked him not to release my money to me. So the government of the United States will take it back and share with him percentage. What is going on here? But Benin President Talon did not believe the CIA. So he arranged with another bank to beginning with transfer $5 million from my account with Central Bank of Benin to Capitec Bank in South Africa. And then after this, and then they're gonna transfer that from South Africa to United States to avoid CIA keep track of what they done. And after that $5 million done, they're gonna transfer the remaining of my money, and they will pay me interest for 7 years. The next thing, I received a call or email from the guy named Eric, co-founder. He say he's worked for Capitec Bank in South Africa. He used the logo, the bank logo, looked pretty, very pretty. But the email address is not the bank official email address. I worked for Bank of America before, and I'm kind of digging in, looking for things. So he say that he had to deposit this $5 million into Domingo Construction Company in South Africa. He sent me a letter from Domingo Construction, and they want $2,500 from me before the Domingo Construction released my $5 million to me and transfer to my bank in San Diego, California. I say, what? I'm not doing this. This is a money laundering. What you guys do is you try to put me in, commit money laundering. And the U.S. government will seize my money. I'm not doing this, okay? And then he just said that I had to pay a certain amount before they can send me. I said, okay, then open the account, business account for me. Put the $5 million in, and then deduct it from there. He say, you have to send $3,000 to open the account before put the $5 million in. I told consular officer fully, I don't have the money. I cannot send over there. I don't have the money. I talked to this Eric, co-founder. He has a very heavy accent of French when he speaks English to me. I spoke to people in South Africa before. Come on. I spoke to 2 or 3 employees at Capitec Bank. I spoke to the consulate, South Africa consulate in San Francisco. They don't have that accent. So I reached out to Ministry of Finance in South Africa, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to the CEO of the Capitec Bank. I would directly talk to the CEO secretary. And she said, yes, I received a fax you sent to us here. We will respond to you. 2 days later or 2 or 3 days later, I received an email. It is an official email for the Capitec Bank. Risk Management Director. It says there is no one named Eric, co-founder, employees of Capitec Bank. There is no $5 million transfer from Central Bank of Benin to Capitec Bank in my name. Now, during all this time, the Central Bank of Benin director, Kumaklo, sent me an email say, what's wrong with you? We had already sent this $5 million. Let this thing work out, transfer to you first, and we pay you interest and transfer the remain of the amount in your account to you. You know what? They scam. That $3,000, I don't pay. No, I don't pay, it's not the right word. Consular officer only put out $2,100, and I put in $900. You see, this consular officer only, poor guy. I like to see how he looked like. Poor guy. He deserved compensation. He became the crime victim too. So now you see that the president of the country of Benin and the director of Central Bank of Benin. Can you see that? Done that thing? Now, I look back, I saw in 2015 there was two very large amount, one like about 300 million, and then the one I'm not sure exactly, but around probably close to 100 million financial aid to country of Benin. At the previous video, I was saying they scam me, they scam American taxpayer, they scam American consular officer, they scam United Nations officer. Why we use taxpayer have the embassy in Benin? Why? Our country over here, people work hard, pay a lot of tax. Here is my message to the President of the United States, either Mr. Trump or whoever or many presidents in the future, and to all members of the House and the Senator and the Department of State. The money you pay for diplomats in other countries and other facility in other countries and financial aid, not your money, the taxpayer money, okay? Taxpayer money. And look what you waste the money. You throw away money in the sewer, like the country of Benin. I will, through this mission combat government abuse power, I will seek voter from Washington first, to Washington first, and then out throughout the country. Demand United States federal government suspended all financial aid in all countries. The Congress and the White House sit on the same table, face to face, look at each other's eyes, say, come on, take your heart, put on the table. We share with each other. What are we gonna do here? Don't fight, okay? Don't fight. The Almighty hate you fight, because when you fight, you and with the devil is fighting. So when you come with the plan, each of the country financial aid gonna be different. When I say suspend, it means that no financial aid come over, but keep the American embassy there until everything's set up. The plan proposal, however, budget to work out here. And after you're done, get it to the voter. Let the voter vote it. And see if they approve your plan. If they approve it, then you can go out and take the taxpayer money, give to other country. If the voter reject it, you go back, make changes until when the voter approve. That must be done. Actually, this comes from the Almighty Master to me. He ordered me that I have to lead this fight for people. Now, when you do this, you can have a lot of money in the country to take care of homeless, to take care of pay down national debt, and to reduce income tax. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? If you are the mother or the daddy in the house, that makes sense to you? I am absolutely sure. I raised 4 children. I brought all of them from Vietnam over here on the evacuation. The United States government sponsored my family. I worked for U.S. Defense Attaché Office in Vietnam before they sponsored us and brought us over here. I'm not immigrant like the people in the south of our country border. The people come to our south country of the border, try to get in our country illegally, asylum. No one, no, come on, stop that asylum. The asylum is only not even 1%, okay? Everybody lie here. I love people, but the law have to comply. I love people. I want to help people. But the law have to comply. Without comply with the law, everything wrong. You're going to hurt each other. You're going to kill each other. That's how it had been happened. That's how this was broken in millions and millions of pieces, and now need to repair this broken world. Now, immigration law, I read it. Nothing wrong with the law. The people come here try to find job, to earn money, take care of their family. When you don't hire illegal immigrant, and they're not gonna come here, everyone have to stand on line. Take their turn. The immigration screw up badly. They screw up my sister case. I already got it on the video on YouTube. You can looking for that. Immigration screw up. FBI screw up. Department of State screw up. U.S. Congress, the House and the Senators screw up. And the President make a lot of mistakes. I cannot tell the President screw up. I cannot. Because it's going to be wrong for me to say that. I'm talking about all the President. But they are negligent. Or they are political way of doing things. My life's open book. So I have an official website for my mission on internet. So people can read my service to the people. And one day, the Almighty will tell me, there is the money come to you. And I say, okay, Father, thank you. It was in my dream, okay? In my dream. I don't hear like, you and I talking. No. When I'm asleep, I have no control over whatever. I hear, I see. But because a gifted person, I remember everything I saw in my dream. Everything. And I remember every word. Who say to me what? It isn't like this special file around my head. When I need it, it just come out. I'm talking to you from my heart, from my head. I don't have to have a teleprompter or anything. Because God, the Almighty take over me. I don't have a control over my speaking. So I received an email from the United Bank of Africa, country of Ghana. It's called UBA Ghana. Tell me that there's a donation from other country through the bank. And I said, okay, send it over. So I gave him a power of attorney with the instruction. And he didn't do what I say. I said, you need to get this document before you send the money into the United States. Because this is Homeland Security requirement. He didn't do it. Later on, I found out he couldn't take my money, pack up my money and pay for the document. So they deduct the bank choices and toss over to me. The Department of State intercepted the next day. And the Department of State sent a letter to the bank that they need to this document. And then the guy sent to me. And the guy said that he's not supposed to give me that letter. And I say, how are you going to convince me if you don't give me this letter? I just think it in my head, though. I didn't tell him. So on the letter is official letter from the Department of State. I don't want to go into detail of the office of whoever because I don't have it in front of me. I'm looking on Department of State telephone list. I found that guy name, the side of the letter. I called and I left a message for him. I told him what I need. And then he didn't call me back. And I called again. And he answered the phone. And he said, I did not do this letter. My name misused. I say, what? And you go tell the Department of State Security to investigate and tell me. They didn't do it. The whole bunch of lazy. See, They get paid from taxpayer and they didn't do their work. I did some little checking, and in my head I say, okay, if God want me to have this, it's gonna come back to me. So I move on with all the work. Then in October 2014, this is from 2011, 2014, 3 years later, on my private message on Facebook, I received a message from someone say he is a Captain Harris Walker, U.S. Army Captain from Maryland. He served for United Nations in Libya. In my head, I say, hi, how are you? And the next thing I heard, he was telling me about his personal information. Okay, this guy looking for love. I'm not going to respond to him. I don't have a love to give to anyone here. And I don't want to break their heart. And he said that I read your profile, you are blah, 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 blah. And I say, in my head, I hear this all the time. So, and like about a week or 10 days later, I was asleep. God appeared to me in my dream. He spoke to me. He showed me the private message that Captain Harris Walker left for me. And he said, daughter, go back, talk to him. Ask him to help you to transfer your fund from country of Benin to you. That makes sense to me because I have dealt with this for years already. So I went back and say, Captain, do you know any American diplomat in Benin? And he come back, he say, why you ask me this particularly question? You can find me more detail. So I tell him the whole thing, not, in detail. And he say, okay, I can do that. From Libya to Benin is close, then from you to United States over here. And a few days later, he come back. So I went to Ghana, I talked to United Nations diplomat. His name is Derek Evans. And the diplomatic say that he can travel to Benin, pick up your money and take to California for you. In my head I said, what? And I told him, I said, no, you cannot do this. He said that I have to pay for the cost. Of course, that is understandable. And I said, no, you cannot do this. I don't have immunity. You cannot do it. He said, oh, you have me. And I said, wait a minute. You are not my immediate family. No. And then it's also, I don't know them. How do I trust them to give them authority to pick up my money from the bank and take it over here with me? I don't. Come on, those people, I don't know what they're thinking. And then, I don't know, some day later, he wrote to me, I'm not sure, email or the Facebook message, he said, oh no, your friend in Ghana, it's not in Benin. In my head, I say, what? My money in my account, what are you talking about? It was late at night, at about 9 o'clock, when I read the Facebook message or email. And I went to sleep. In my dream, God brought back the whole thing, the donation back 3 years ago, and he's told me that money is this one. And I said, oh, so in other words, I didn't even think about that. As I say, if it is for me, God will bring it back. So at that, and then he also gave me the local fiduciary agent to do the process for the fund to take out from treasury to the bank and then transfer to me. So And at that point, I say, this guy must be the real U.S. Army captain. Otherwise, there's no way he can find my money in Ghana. Because I didn't even tell him. I even forget it myself. I don't talk about that. I did not talk about that. So at that point, I know he's a real. And to the final, that have to be in court. You know, African country. Everything have to go to the court. I'm sorry, but I can say that. If you go to the bathroom, you cannot go. You still have to go to the court to get an order. To that level, so you know how bad it is. That's why African always poor. And the court charge you arm and leg. You see, especially a foreigner, they can triple. Or whatever the amount they can stealing from you. So he went to the court for me. And they just tell him that I have to pay $68,000 non-resident tax. And I say, what? I have no interest. Those are my principal. So the captain was angry. Why? He wanted $68,000 from me. So he argued with the judge. So after that, the captain went to American Embassy in Ghana, met his friend over there, and tell his friend what happened. And then the captain go to United Nations in Ghana. Because the captain routinely come to Ghana from Libya for inspecting the United Nations peacekeeping training camp in Ghana. That's why he have the communication with the Secretary Kofi Annan. He's retired he's the former, but he passed away last year. But at that time, in the year 2014, he's still alive. So what? Captain was appeared in court on December 10 of 2014. About 2 weeks later, I received the serial text from fiduciary agent Eric Koja. It tells me that his family member working at the Ghana presidency, and he overheard the president of Ghana, John Mahama, and American American Embassy, GJENI, CRETZ, discuss about my fund. They tried to seize my fund and divide it among each other. And fiduciary agent was horrified. Say, Mariette, please get the $68,000 and pay it, or they're gonna take your money. I took all that text message. I snapped the picture. I wrote the letter to Ambassador Kress. And they don't even get in revisit it again. December 24, I received an email from Bank of Ghana, Deputy Governor. He go by Dr. Abdul, but his last name is Issahaku. He's got a very long name. I don't want to go into that. He said the Bank of Ghana got my fund. And I respond to him. And then he said that there is a vet choice, $39,000 you have to pay. There's a vet choice again everywhere in Africa and in Canada. And I say, deduct it from my fund. He said, no, he cannot. In order to do that, I have to get a certificate from Ministry of Justice. So I have someone else to come over to Ministry of Justice, pay money, get a certificate. It's called deduction authorization order certificate. Remember the word deduction. It's meant to that authorized to reduce the VAT choice and authorized to use the fund in my money to pay for the document. So after that one, then the Ministry of Finance minister got in on several thousand dollars. I say no, and then Minister of Finance come in a second one, and then one more money to investigate it. Use BA Bank. I say no. The Bank of Ghana, Deputy Governor, the one that sent me a letter, and order want me to send money to get this document, get that. I say no, I'm not sending you any more money. I'm pretty know what I'm doing. You want to writing out, and I wait. I suffer, but God know I suffer. I will be rewarded, and you will be punished. That's I know. So they finally, on October 26, 2015, the Deputy Governor Issahaku opened corporate account for me for Bank of Ghana and deposit the fund in the account. He told me before he opened, before I fill out the form, open account, because I have to send him $700, that within 24 hours from the opening of account, I will get my online banking, and I will do transfer my money. While I'm in the United States, I can transfer money everywhere in the world. So I take your word for that. But on 26, open the account. 27, I received a letter from Ghana Presidency Task Force Chairman. The side of the letter was Ghana Navy retired Captain Sampson Bierko. He said because I did not have the non-resident tax clearance certificate before I opened the account, so they blocked me have access to my account. And they want me to pay $6,500. I said, I'm not paying that. The bank make the mistake, the bank pay that. So, and then he reduced to $5,500 to pay for certificate. I said, I'm not paying that. I don't have the money. I'm not paying that. So they form a probe panel investigation, my friend. So the Ghana Police Commissioner Patrick Kobler involved because the Deputy Governor went to the police commissioner. That's why the police commissioner get in. So they plan to move my friend from Bank of Ghana to a investment bank, Ghana. I say no. So they have a telephone, they have a conference in Ghana, and they asked me to call them for the telephone conference. I say, okay, I will call you, and I talk to you. So there was Captain Sampson Bierko and the Director of National Investment, Ghana. They want me to pay $55,000 for the anti-terrorist, anti-illegal drug, anti-money laundering certificate issued by the United Nations Secretary. Oh no, United Nations Secret Agent. I say, come on, secret agents don't issue this kind of stuff, and the United Nations not doing their job. The local country are the one doing that. But I give myself to my share. So I call New York and say, we don't do that. Be careful of this scam. Of course I know they scam. but I want to confirm it. So they try to close my account. I say, look, I fill out the form. I open my account. And I'm only one have the authority to close my account. Right now, I'm not close my account until all my funds transferred to me. And that conference, I talked to them. I recorded. It's on YouTube. You have to get the crime evidence. You have no choice. I have no choice. I don't have to notify them. But I recorded. So, and with that, they are unable to take $55,000 from me. They are unable to close my account with Bank of Ghana. Africa, very different. When you commit crime, the government promotes you. So now the Deputy Governor, Dr. Abdul Issahaku, promote to Bank of Ghana Governor. So he wrote to me and said, Mariette, I'm promoted to the governor now. We can work on transfer your fund. We're going to get this document from Ministry of Justice called $2,000. I will help you with $1,000 and then you send in another $1,000. I already deposited $1,000 with the Ministry of Justice already. And I say, what more money? And then during that time, he traveled from Ghana to Nigeria for conference. He go like 2-3 weeks. I know that's quite a long time. But he has his secretary to handle all his work back in Ghana. So I received an email from a justice, John Abe, is that how you spell his last name? From Ministry of Justice in Ghana. He said, we got $1,000 deposit for this document. Oh, renewing the deduction authorization certificate. So you need to send in $1,000 for complete this. So I don't remember exactly how much I sent in, but I did that. And how much more Dr. Abdul sent in, or whoever, I don't know. And then after that amount done, I see no certificate, but the justice was John handled that matter, while the Bank of Ghana governor in Nigeria, he never gave me a certificate. I asked him for it, he didn't give it to me, and he said that he gave it to the bank. And then next thing you say, oh, someone went to the court and say that they get an order that they're going to divert your fund to China. I say, what? Always something happen. I have to pay money. So and he say $850. I say, no, I'm not paying anything. That's it. So I wait until the governor come by. And then they keep asking me more money. I say, no, I'm not sending. I don't have the money. I'm not sending. And continue on August the 17th, 2017, I received an email from the new Deputy Governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Maxwell Opoku-Afari. The emails say, the Bank of Ghana Board of Directors has a meeting on August the 16th. They approved to unplug your account and set up online banking for you. But they require you to pay $800 for renew your residency in here and all the choices. I did not know him, so I have to went back to, now at this point the governor, Dr. Abdul resigned. Resign. So I have to write to him and say, hey, here what I got. So he come back to me and say he did verify with the bank. They say that yes, Dr. Maxwell Opoku-Afari handle your case. So I say, I don't have the money. And then Dr. Abdul say, I help you 400. You can send in 400. I say, okay. So I will pay you back. He does that. So I send in 400. And after 800, in other words, I owe Dr. Abdul 400, so that I make 800, give it to Dr. Maxwell. So after that, he paid it. Now, on August the 17th, he sent to me email attached a copy of my account statement, the corporate account statement, that opened on October 26th. And on the 21st, I received an email. He says, good news, your account's unblocked. And he sent to me, new account statement is current account. Like obvious, regular checking account, I think. In my head, I wrote to him, I say, why I have the different account statement, and he say that we close your account, old account, and open a new account for security reason. But later on, what? Two other sources. The second account statement, it fake. My account never closed. They just lied to me. So they lead me to different direction. I don't say, okay, the corporate account is my account, because I know better than that. All country central bank never open account for individual. They do have a high court business account. Very, not that often, but they do have that. And then now they was telling me that they get approval from Ministry of Finance, so they wait for that. Then they got an email from the Ministry of Finance say, not from email, not the Ministry, an email say, sent from Director General of Finance, Ministry of Finance, Ghana. Want me to pay $3,350 for the document? I say no. And they offered to pay 1,000 and have me send in 2,000. I say no. And I think they reduced me to send in 1,000. I still say no. In June 2018, I decided to hire Ghana lawyer. So I hired a good Ghana lawyer. And we got all the agreement, all thing done. He come to the bank and with two statements, and they were telling him, I think they based on the fake statement. They say we don't have account for individual, and I say I have a corporate account. So now turn to the police of Ghana. The police of Ghana just collect information, done nothing. You believe all this? You feed them information and do nothing. Police ha. And from that, I find out I received 2 emails. Exactly, I contact Dr. Abdul. He already resigned from the bank. He gave me, I received 2 emails. Exactly content sent from email address that Dr. Abdul always used when he was at the bank and after he had no longer worked for the bank. One side at Dr. Abdul Center, and then a side at Dr. Azu, AZU. AGU is the name of the Director General of Ministry of Finance, Ghana. On the email. You see that? Dr. Abdul And the resigned Bank of Ghana governor and the deputy of Ghana, Bank of Ghana, Maxwell Opoku-Afari, together they create the fake name. So they try to steal my money. They continue to hold my money and try to get more money from me. You see how the African country banker? That's why I say Benin scam, Central Bank of Benin scam operation, Bank of Ghana scam operation. Thank you for watch and listen to what I share with you. And I have only one advice for you. Do to order of what you want order done unto you. And one more thing. Murder during the war, terrorists, murder, abortions, and all the violence caused death against the Almighty Creator love. And the punish for this are very high. So you will see, you probably get away on earth, but you're going to pay in different side, different punishment. Either with family problem, illness, you know, all kind of sign, all kind of bad punishment come up on people did bad thing. And there's also reversal, all kind of sign, all kind of bad. Reward for those do the right thing. Love one another. Help one another. That's what I do throughout my life. I save people from death. The Captain Harris worker, I saved his life. There I had the information someone in Ghana tried to kill him because he found my money. And there's another time he ate poison food. I sent him money. He didn't have money to pay doctor. I sent him money to save his life. And recently, I saved another guy. He was the head of operation of Ghana International Airport. He named Prika John. He was in an accident. And all the people his whole group tried to kill him. I saved his life. And I helped a woman, 62 years old woman, has a breast cancer, really late. She didn't even know it, but she shared with me. I find it out. I took her to doctor, and I took her to surgery, and I took her to get the California health care for surgery. I saved her life. Yeah, I'm just another small woman, but I do what my capacity gave me. I saved a young lady from deportation because the guy took the money from her mom and did the fake marriage. And then here's the thing, she lived with him. She had sex with her. And she got pregnant. She lost a baby. So that no longer the fake marriage. So I find it out. I say no. So I help her go through the process. Immigration. Get her a lawyer. And process the document. And now she become U.S. citizen. She marry again and have a child. That is the thing of work that I done. I never asked people to give me money or pay me money. No, I don't ask people to pay me money. I have my job. I work for money. I work for the bank. I work for insurance company. Okay? But when I run into people who need help, I have ability to do. I do them. I put out my time. I put out my money to help them. That is the blessing come back to me with all this money. That's if the blessing come up to my children. They're so smart, extremely smart. All graduation from college. I don't have a problem with my kids. They're very successful in business world because of my good deeds I've done. I can tell you if I do something and I'm in the middle, I already start. I saw it wrong, I stop. I don't do it. No. I stop it right there. So I ask you, learn it from me. Please learn it from me. Okay? We together, we fix this broken world. I will do another video to give you the result of the two amount that I have with Central Bank of Benin and Bank of Ghana. They're gonna have to pay me, that's one I know. And a lot of people are gonna go to jail. I already told them, you're gonna go to jail for what you've done to me. My money is for fund my organization service. You held my money. I did not have money for last 7-8 years to do my work. Within this 7 or 8 years, a lot of people get hurt. A lot of people get killed. A lot of people suffer. So they are the one that held hostage to my money. Gonna be punished by the Almighty for that. I'm gonna give you something. People are afraid to say, but this is my job. I have to say it, okay? When you sit in the bed, I'm talking about judiciary branch, you make the wrong decision. You'll be punished for it. Government top position after retire, they got all sorts of serious illness. Alzheimer, Parkinson's disease, cancer. Resolve from what you done. Come on, listen to me. I tell you the truth for the future generation. Limit yourself. Avoid yourself to get punished. Resolve from the work you've done. People are afraid to say, but this is my job. My job to get you back to the Almighty. My job to help you, not to be punished, so that you can go to heaven. Okay? All right, I will pray for you. And everyone listen to me. Everyone is a sinner. Doesn't matter how bad you are. Important here is you make changes. Deny everything you've done in the past wrong. Pick up the right thing. Okay? My goal, I will have the program, television program, to help people to make changes in this world and to help people to heal. Trust me, the Almighty healing powers I'm carrying. I survived cancer. I told you before. I'm not sure that this time or not. December, God appeared in my room and tell me in front of me, he said, daughter, you're not healthy now. In my head, I say, and I say, oh, I have a lot of stress. But what? In January, I went to do colonoscopy for the first time. I have a very good doctor, he named Do-Nguyen. Very, very good. He asked me to do colonoscopy for at least 5 years, and I say no. I don't want a camera inside my belly. So this time, I went to colonoscopy test. There's a cancer. There's a 4 polyps inside my colon, and one of them has cancer. The doctor checked it out. You see how God protect me? I have to go through, so I know how the cancer people have to deal with. So they took that to the lab test, and the doctor called me. I speak less. I was in the emergency room because I got minor surgery, and I went to the gym. I do Zumba, and I almost passed out. My heart have an issue, hurt, and then my son, the son have not talked to me for 2 years. I called him, and he came over. He's a medical researcher. So he took me to the emergency room, and he sat there. I was there, and the doctor did a colonoscopy test. Called me. I couldn't talk. So he said, can I talk to your son? And I said, oh, he's out there. And then the doctor asked, can you give me his number? And I call him, so I give him number. So the doctor sent me to do this CT scan. There's no spirit at all, but the doctor want me to have surgery. They don't like the part that where the polyps. So they don't want cancer to come back to you. So I had surgery. God loved me. I done, and I completely healed, free from cancer, and I have to go through so I can understand how horrified the cancer is. So I'm here to help you. I receive a healing instantly all the time. I have a thyroid, it's disappeared. I have a wrist problem, it disappeared. I have a back problem, it disappeared. So, learn from me. Come back to the Almighty, do the right thing to prevent a lot of illness on you, a lot of problem on you. Okay, I will say goodbye, and I will continue on the next one. And I wish all of you the best. So please, do the right thing so you can smile like me. Okay? Goodbye.